Yo, what's up YouTube gang? Welcome to my new channel. I'm J Pats for those of you that don't know. If you know me, you know I already have a YouTube type beats channel just called J Pats where I upload a new beat every single day, and I've been doing that for a year and a half straight. But now I decided that I wanted to start a tutorial channel that is completely separate. So that's what this is, and this is where I'm going to be showing you how I make dope hip-hop beats and just sharing my knowledge. So if you want to join along in my journey, hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Today I'm going to be breaking down this grimy boom bap beat, and if I put it in a box, I'd say it's Griselda style. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so here's a little preview of the beat that I'm going to be breaking down. As you can hear, just grimy and simple. So first off, I started with this sample and I chopped two separate 2-bar loops out of it.
Oh my god! Wow!
So here's the first one. And then here's the second 2-bar loop. And that just acts as like a good little turnaround for this 4-bar loop overall. Next, I was definitely feeling like some grimy drum break vibes, so I added in this drum break, which I'm pretty sure is from a Beat Butcher drum kit. He has super fire boom bap kits, or just kits in general if you're looking for some dope drums. That was super dope, but I kind of just wanted the drums to punch a little bit more. Let me just play the drum break for you. You could hear the kick isn't hitting that hard, so I added this kick in there. And I kind of just followed the drum break, so let me show you what I did. Alright, so once I had the kick layered in there, I added another kick on top of it just because for one of them I wanted to use more of like the body, and the other one I wanted to use more of the punch. This is the other kick I added. And this is the first kick. So when you add the two together, you could hear they complement each other really well. And I'll actually show you, on one of them I was cutting out the low end, and on the second one I was cutting out just some of the highs. So when they're together, you can hear the frequencies aren't clashing with each other, which is super key if you're going to add multiple kicks. Honestly, I usually only use one kick, but in this case it felt necessary. So with the drum break and the two kicks, you can hear that it's punching a lot harder. So if I take this kick out, you'll see the difference. Now with it, just adds that extra punch that you want. Next, I added a simple little boom bap snare. So let me go and record that. Snare. Alright, so you could hear the timing wasn't great, so I would just kind of correct the timing a bit. I know some people like to quantize their stuff perfectly. For me, I don't love doing that. So this is how the snare with the kick and the break sound. And then the last thing for the drums was I kind of wanted the hats to stand out a little bit more. So again, I just layered some of my own hats on there. And yeah, so I like to kind of keep this swing that I have of the hats. If something is like super off and sounds weird, obviously I'm going to correct it, but for the most part I'm going to just keep this swing and then see if it sounds right. Yeah, so I kind of like how the hats were swinging. Next, I definitely wanted to add a bass. As you can hear there, I definitely need to correct a couple things, but that's all cool. And again, for the bass, I like having things a little bit behind, because all of this, I just think of it like an actual band, you know? There's no way a bass player or a drummer, any of that, is playing anything perfectly on beat. Yes, you could change your rhythm and have things sound a little more straight with less groove, but for the most part, nothing's ever going to be completely on and quantized with a real band, you know? And then for the second half of the bass, this is what I did. I'll just show you. So with the drums, the bass, and the sample, this is how it sounds. Alright, so from here I felt like I had a pretty good, solid, simple, grimy beat. The only thing I did was added this Glockenspiel in. That kind of just tied it all together and gave me an extra section so that I could have a little bit of variation in the beat, because with these grimy beats, yes, they're going to be pretty simple, but it's about how you manipulate it and make things move in the arrangement. This is the Glockenspiel that I added. As you can see at the end, I messed up a little bit, but yeah, we'll fix it. I think it came a little bit later. But yeah, again, I'm just going to keep the natural timing. So with everything together, this is what you get. So as you can hear there, it just ties the whole track together and gives you that extra section where you could add some variation. For the first half of the hook, it's an octave lower, and then the second half, it's an octave higher. Pretty much the whole beat. Now I'll just show you how I arranged it. So we did a 2-bar intro, which is the beat without the bass line. And then immediately went into the verse, which is 16 bars long. And I just brought the bass back in once the verse dropped. After that is where I went into the hook and I added that Glockenspiel I just did, just to bring a little bit of variation and make the loopy beat not feel as loopy. I also dropped out the drums for the first 2 bars, but that's just some extra flavor I wanted to add. Yeah, and then again we just go back down to a 16-bar verse and an 8-bar hook right here, and then a 2-bar outro. So the only difference we did in the second half was add this lower octave of the sample. And the reason I did that is just to add like a tiny little variation that just makes it seem a little bit different for a little bit of the beat, you know? And it just drops here. Again, it just makes the loop feel less loopy, I guess. What? Alright, YouTube gang, so thank you for checking out the video. If you want to hear the full beat, I'm going to leave a link in the description. And please don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you don't miss a video from me. It's going to really help to grow the channel because I'm starting this one from scratch. I'm not going to be using my type beat channel. Any support would be greatly appreciated, and let's get it. I'm going to drop a lot of gems, share a lot of knowledge, and we're going to build together. So, J Pats, peace.